Alright, here we are again. Got my little timer running because I'm terrible at this kind of stuff. So I've got a little timer running here so that I can make sure that I don't go over when I save these things. But I managed to get one to save, guys. Astounding. So let me run through how I'm going to play this, just so there's some idea consistency here. I typically, when I play any game that has a quick save option, I will often load games a lot to get the outcome that I want, which some people would probably call cheating or a cheap way to play the game. I say you play any game however you like, but for the purposes of this, I'm actually not going to do that. So I'm only going to load the game when I die. I will not reload if I try something and it doesn't work or I don't get a result I want. I'm just going to play this a straight through game outside of death, which is, I normally don't play that way, but it'll make it more interesting. And I think it'll be better than you guys sitting here while I reload something and reload something and reload something. So I will save often, as I usually do when I know I'm coming to treacherous parts, because I don't see much interest for you guys watching me rerun a whole level because I forgot something or failed after 10 minutes. So I will be quick saving often, but I will not load the save unless I do something stupid that results in a death. So, just so we know where we are. Alright, back we go, and this is the part where we're now going to go into the game's tutorial mode, really. It does a tutorial via gameplay, and so we're going to go through that, and I don't remember the guy's code, so let me ask him.
You need to know what's happening, Adam. Use my elevator. Hurry up, Adam. Code is 0451.
0451, thank you very much. Appreciate that. So, 0, 4, 5. Oh, that's not 4. 4, 5. Alright, here we go. And we're on our way into the tutorial. So we'll get a little bit of exposition here.
Where's Megan? She report in yet?
Her GPL implant shows her moving through the microchem labs. I think she's running.
Damn it. Must have been a serious equipment failure. Can you get eyes on her?
I'm trying, but the intellicams aren't responding. There's interference coming from somewhere.
Oh, what could be? Who could be interfering? Yeah.
Pritchard?
Pritchard. One of the things I hate using. Gun. Not something you'll see me use often in the game, and I try not to. I'm not going to bother with the tabs. I know how to do what I'm doing here. So I won't make you read the same things. But again, I do tend to stop and look around at stuff, which of course kind of breaks the immersion level a bit, but there's just times where I like looking at stuff. Alright, so here we go. Duck under here, body, some blood. And again, this is all tutorial, so this is really a instruction level, so there's not... I don't even know if you can die in this. You probably can. I've never messed with it to find out. But it's basically walking you through the mechanics of the game as far as jumping, ducking, moving stuff, this type of thing. So we're making our way through a lab, and this will lead into one of the really better introduction movies. So we're going to see, there's one villain who, outside of having a southern drawl, is the tank, I guess, of the group. Although the enemies in this game are so poorly handled that it almost doesn't matter. But here you go, more stuff with laying out that Sarif works on artificial limbs. I do like this. This is sort of this weird creep factor. As you go through the game, there'll be these arms and legs and hands around, and the fact that most of this is under a biomedical facility, I think adds this really neat element to it. It's not what I would ever call horror, but it sort of is. It's got this really kind of weird element where you realize that this is what these people are working on. So we got some coffee cups. See, little stuff like this I like. I just appreciate stuff like this. It's not mind-blowing. Oh, I just do eyes. Or does he? Alright, so let's get through this thing. There we go. Alright. And going through a air duct, clearly. I don't know if you can stop and look through some of these. You probably can. No, not these. Some you can, some you can't. So here we go. To another office. So that was instructing you on throwing things and basic lifting mechanics. So now we're in another office. And God, I like some of this artwork. I wish this stuff was downloadable in some fashion, like the actual art files, but I know they can't do that, or they won't do that. Can I even get myself prone? Oh yeah, I can. Okay. I don't know how much injury I can really take in this. Okay, so at some point, for that, make that go psst. We'll go through a little bit of... I think there's... Oh, this is your first encounter with enemies. which what I like to do is sprint over here really quick and duck. Yep, so somebody just got shot. And here you're seeing the cover mode. And there's our unaugmented hero, one of the few times, actually the only gameplay time I think you're going to see him like this. So these are not the smartest enemies, because he doesn't see me. I don't know what's in his backpack, but so he'll walk away, and I can just creep up the stairs. Excuse me. Up here, and there we go. So we're past that. Yeah, you lost me, all right. So now I think, oh, we're gonna come up. This is jump tutorial. I know. This is another. So this is one. When I actually tried to do my first playthrough here, I didn't realize that I had been seen. So they already knew I was coming when I came in here, but this time we'll try to do it the stealth way, which I usually am able to do. I don't know if I can do this. Can I just creep past these guys? I guess I can. Alright, so let's take a look. Okay, I think I can get over here. Oh yeah, good, good, good. So actually that failure to go through stealth was the first time I ever really looked at this lab. But this is how I tend to like to play. I like the arm going crazy. You see the arm going crazy up there? I don't think I ever noticed that before. Little arm twitching out. Yeah, it's malfunctioning. But this is how I like to do the stealth elements if I can. You know, that is my preferred method of play. Which, you know, there is a section in here that I don't think I've ever really stealthed in the true sense. I've kind of just run through it, which is not the same thing. I just run through it fast enough that there is no combat engagement, but this is not the section. I think it's... I don't remember if it's right after this or not. There's a part where you have to go down some stairs, and it's just... I can't do it. I'm sure somebody can. I'm not that person. So, okay. Managed to get through there, and I don't think anybody heard me. There's that door. Okay, so now we'll proceed here. And, I don't know if you can see anything from here. No? Okay. So we'll keep moving. And now we'll get a look at our silent assassin. There she is. And there she goes. And that's as much real interaction as she has. Now this is the room where I shall reappear here in a second. Yeah. So here she is in opticamo or thermopticamo, whatever you want to call it. And then she disappears, and now the doors are going to open, and this is the section that I have yet to figure out how to stealth successfully. Like I'll come down and I get down and they'll see me or they'll hear me. I've not found a way that I can do this without being detected. I have to admit, it's one of my failures in this thing. Well, normally I could typically stealth through a lot of stuff, but I can't manage this, and I don't know if it's because they're trying to force the combat element, and I just kind of shit. Yep, can't do it that way. Yeah, so I'll just run. It doesn't matter. I could just go through it, but I've never made it through there. So here we go. Exposition Boulevard, kids. I do enjoy the brutality of this little cutscene, I have to say. And here is the leader of our enemies, who says very little that means anything. But look at this guy's already messed up. No real chance, which I like. Jeez, man. Sizzle on him. And truly one of the ways you define a villain in a video game, smack a woman. That tends to be one of the ways you're like, oh, he must be a really bad guy. He hit a girl. And here we go. Sure enough. And now we get into the awesome opening, which I'll just let you watch. This is a very good one.
Thank God. How thick was the glass?
It's just oddly placed sex scene, I guess. I suppose that's supposed to cement the connection with the woman at the beginning, even though that woman looks nothing like the character.
Come on in. Stay with us.
Lose the arm.
He's not getting like this.
Prepare for insertion of ERCC-1 graph.
Which I said I would do that. This really great sequence was that show me screaming without arms. I think.
Cyberarm prosthesis.
Yeah, I think it's coming back.
I love you.
Oh, this is great where they map the heart.
Haven't you lost enough people today?
There it is.
I'm sorry.
We're seconds away.
I think they show it. His body has all this.
Miraculous.
Oh, that's nice.
Where'd you go, Doctor?
It's a lot of weird, sexy stuff with hands-on close. There's nothing to do with this game. It's just something I have to notice. It's always struck me as strange, that kind of holding the throat, borderline choking thing that happens. Anyway, just an observation of what's going on at the time. So there you have your intro scene, and I may stop it here, since that was the tutorial and opening. It might be a good point to break after I get back to the intro. Oh, this music! Up, Big Bro. You know this? Big Brother. Surveillance. Again, they play with this idea, but they don't really do much with it. But there's little hints of this stuff. So here you come in, and for no reason, even though you're indoors, sunglasses in... There they are. Why? Because... who cares? Back into the head. I do like that. I like that.
Adam, it's David.
I'll wait a second.
You in the building?
Let the
Just enter the
conversation happen here.
Sorry to pull you out of sick leave so soon, but we've got a situation.
Of course we do.
Breaking out our Milwaukee Junction factory. Meet me at the helipad.
Okay.
lobby. I have to see Pritchard first. Something's wrong
You know,
with my
that
radio
guy I
announcement.
hate.
Frank's on the second floor in the tech lab. Make it quick. People's lives are at stake.
But not too quick, because the game won't, fail you or anything. So let's, I'm going to break here, and I'll save real quick.